Man, the refs showing up in a Firebird, incredible.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah, it definitely was.
You may have taken the greatest ref bump of all time, the one from Shane McMahon.
Ooh, yeah, I love that bump.
You were running down the ramp
Yes.
full speed,
Yes.
and out of nowhere,
Here comes Shane.
Pow!
Bam! And I told him to bring it in. Oh, he brought it.
dude,
He brought
you
it.
flew like 12 feet.
I just missed the steps.
You just missed the steps.
Just missed a couple more, another foot or so. I would have been hit my head on the steps.
It was
What a bump.
crazy how hard he hit
The
you.
crowd went nuts, man.
Yeah, because they thought you got really hurt.
I was rocked. I'll tell you, he rocked my world, man. But I always loved working with Shane McMahon, and Shane right back at, he always loved working with me, and so it was awesome. And he brought a linebacker, and he's always been a big boy. He's always been a big boy.
I think that when people think of Shane McMahon and you, it's Kurt Angle,
Yeah.
Shane McMahon,
Oh yeah.
King of the Ring,
Yeah.
and that was already pretty bad for Shane, but I feel like it could have got much worse.
It could have. That night, woof, I'll never forget. I thought I may not had a job coming back. There was several times during that match, Shane had a lot to prove. He rocks this match out. He gets through it. It puts him on the chart of
Sure.
being a wrestler.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he can hang with the toughest. And, Kurt's not in the business that long at that point, really, too. But he picked up the wrestling business, professional wrestling business, quick.
Yeah.
And one of the best, And he's a tough son of a gun in that ring, man. I've done many matches with Kurt, and Kurt don't let up, man. He just keeps going. He's like a machine. So, Shane had a lot to prove. And getting to that spot where he goes through the glass,
Yeah.
and it just, he didn't go through the glass. I'm thinking, are we at the wrong fucking panel? Because there's certain panels, and certain panels were breaking, certain panels weren't,
Yeah.
So at one point I'm thinking, no, this is the right panel, the glass panel. And so he's not going, Vince is all in the background going, tell him not to fucking throw him through the glass. No more. Like, because, after the first time,
This is in your earpiece?
in my earpiece.
Yeah.
Gorilla position. We're screaming. Everybody was screaming. And then all of a sudden you hear Vince just taking over. Like, tell him not. Tell Chioda. And I'm going, Kurt, don't put him through the fucking glass no more. Don't try it no more. Don't try it. I'm on his right side. He tries, and it doesn't work again. I'm like, holy shit. And then finally, Kurt just wings him through the glass. I'm like, oh, no.
I guess Kurt says like Shane was like, we're doing it. I don't care.
No, he didn't care.
And
And I
you
couldn't
can-
stop anything because that would have been disrespecting Shane. And Shane had a lot to prove. And I know Shane is, Shane, he'll go through anything. He'll do anything. I mean, tough guy, man.
The look on Kurt's face when he throws him through is just like, oh God, I hope this works.
Yeah, me too, because I was just like in shock. And I'd seen all this glass and Shane's head and slices and stuff, and I'm thinking, was that the fake glass that we were supposed to use, or is this real?
Did they? Kurt said they ordered the wrong glass.
They ordered the wrong glass. We found out, but I thought we were hitting the wrong panels.
Yeah.
And the stunt guy back then, but yeah, so it was just scary. I mean, and Vince was just screaming. I remember, checking back, and there was one part of the match where they come off the top rope, and they're setting it up to come off the top, the angle slam, and I'm holding this piece of wood. They're on a piece of like wood, like small piece.
Yes.
And I seen it just coming off the corner of the rope, the corner of the board, just getting ready to fall. And I just sat there just trying to hold it the best I could. I held it enough just where he got that bump. And I remember Linda coming up to me at the end of the night. She goes, oh, my God, Mike, great match, great job. And thank you for holding that plywood up there on the ropes. And I'm
Wow.
like, and she caught that little bit. She was the only one who mentioned that. Only one. Thank you very much for holding that piece of wood.
Could you
Great job.
imagine if in the middle of the angle slam, the plywood just fell?
And they just come. Yeah, so and she was the only. She was very, very smart. Well, I love Linda McMahon, and it was a pleasure working with her and for her for all those years.